Hi everyone, I'm Akriti Arora and you're watching Law Se Dosti. Welcome back to my channel and today we'll discuss weekly GK.
Starting with
Right?
the
So
theme
let's
for
begin.
World Rivers Day 2021 is waterways in our communities, with a specific emphasis on the need to conserve and repair urban waterways which are frequently under stress. So World Rivers Day क्यों celebrate किया जाता है? Well, World's River Day is celebrated every year on fourth Sunday of September since 2005 to raise global awareness of the need to support, protect, and preserve the rivers around the world in 2021. So, the World Rivers Day is being celebrated on 26 September, and the theme for River Day, World Rivers Day is 2021 is waterways in our communities. Next, moving further, women's right activist and noted author Kamla Basin has passed away, unfortunately, battling cancer, and she started working on developmental issues in the 1970s, and her work focused on gender and education, human development, and media. Moving further, International Day for the Total Implementation of Nuclear Weapons or Nuclear Abolition Day is held every year on 26th September since 2014. Well, moving further, according to the Asia Money 2021 poll, HDFC Bank has received the most voters among listed companies in India, leading to the bank being awarded the overall most outstanding company in India. Next, the theme for World Tourism Day 2021 is Tourism for Inclusive Growth. UNWTO has designated it as an opportunity to look beyond tourism statistics and acknowledge that behind every number there is a person. The Chief Marketing Officer of United Breweries, Debabrata Mukherjee, was unanimously elected chairman of the Audit Bureau of Circulations for 2021 to 2022. Mukherjee, who has over 27 years of experience, was responsible for managing brands such as Kingfisher, Amstel. Next, moving further, National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Hyderabad, under the auspices of the Ministry of Rural Development, presented Hunar Baz Award to 75 differently abled candidates from 17 states. Sorry, from 15 states, I would like to correct. Next, the Union Home Minister and Minister of Corporation Amit Shah inaugurated and addressed the first ever National Cooperative Conference Sehkarita Sammelan at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium in New Delhi. Next, the International Federation of Environmental Health declared to observe World Environmental Health Day on 26 September every year. Next, let's discuss legal updates. Let's discuss Bhagwan Narayan versus State of Maharashtra. In this case, on 13th December 1993, the injured victim was brutally attacked with stones, etc., by the appellant, leaving him severely injured so much so that when he was taken to the hospital, his dying declaration was recorded as according to the treating doctor, in the absence of immediate medical treatment, his death was certain. The incident led to the amputation of leg and the arm of the victim and left him crippled for life. The appellant was convicted under 326 of IPC and was sentenced to rigorous imprisonment for 5 years and to pay under 357 of CRPC of rupees 2 lakh as a monetary compensation to the victim. Well, the bench of Ajay Rastogi and Abhay S. Oka held that compromise cannot be taken to be a solitary basis for mitigating the sentence until other aggravating and mitigating factors also support and are favorable to the accused for molding the sentence, which always has to be examined in the facts and circumstances of the case in the hand. Next, Kanwar Amninder Singh versus Court of Uttarakhand. So, what happened in this case? The petitioner, an additional district judge in the state of Uttarakhand, was facing a departmental inquiry. The grievance of the petitioner was that his application for placing certain documents on record before the inquiry officer was rejected on the ground that the presenting officer had made an endorsement on the documents that they do not deserve to be admitted in view of section 85A and 85B of the Indian Evidence Act, right? So noticeably, another application filed by the petitioner before the inquiry officer giving an additional list of which to be produced in the inquiry was dismissed as well. Hence, aggrieved by the dismissal of his application, the petitioner had approached the High Court of Uttarakhand. Next, holding that district rules of evidence are not applicable to the departmental inquiry, right? So the bench stated that no prejudice would be caused to anyone if the case diary is placed on record. Accordingly, the petitioner was granted permission to exhibit the case diary as a document in the departmental inquiry. The bench, while directing to complete the departmental inquiry, expeditiously disposed the petition along with the pending application.
Thank you for watching my video, guys. I'll keep on posting weekly GK on regular basis. You can subscribe to my channel. It will be really helpful, I hope. And good luck for your preparation.